Venus is your price. Raise your value, become more attractive, embrace pleasure and beauty. Price is connected to the word praise. And when you think of the words appraisal and appreciation, these are all of the ideas that support the deservingness, the worthiness that we get from Venus. The issue that we often find here is that with praising, we can fall into the duality of Venus. We fall into the spaces where we can feel envious and jealousy, as Venus is where we look at ourselves in a reflection. And those whom are getting the praise are differentiated in the shadows of Venus. And people begin to compare themselves. They begin to judge themselves based off of if they got the praise or not. Therefore, the dilemma with Venus and its etymology of praise is simply to look deeper into the word praise, which also has other forms of it, like prize, price, and peace. I stumbled across this in understanding that we honor that Venus is praise, but the formula needs Venus is your peace. Because when we work through the word peace, we can actually create harmony rather than disharmony amongst others. We cure and purify differentiation, and we help others to see the beauty in themselves rather than want the same beauty that we may have, or the hierarchy that is within beauty. This is a spiritual course that challenges the material world, but also honors and invites it in. This is definitely for people who are open to this concept, as this is not a proven fact fiction. It's merely a theory, which is based out of my knowledge of astrology and my desire to manifest. Moving forward, we are going to see Venus as your peace, but honor that it is truly your praise. With this duality, we work with the energy of Venus, the light and what is hidden. In this course, we are going to combine astrology and manifestation. This is the concept of astrology in action that we promote here. Now we're going to use Venus and focus on Venus in this course to help us manifest more pleasure in life. When we look at the etymology of the idea of a price, price is actually connected to the word peace. And so when we look at Venus as your price, we are also saying that Venus is your peace. Venus is the peacemaker, the harmony, the collaborator. And it's interesting that Venus also raises value, which suggests that it takes two in order to raise value. Interesting enough, Venus also rules over partnerships. Therefore, to be single means that it's difficult to raise your value. To have somebody else appreciate you raises your value. So with Venus, we are looking at the concepts behind codependency as well, right? How is it that we get validated externally versus inwardly is also the dilemma with Venus. In many ways, you could have somebody who participates in the Venus ritual, like putting on makeup, and it's something that they have to do. They're codependent of it. They can't go out and just be themselves without makeup. But there's also the version of them that enjoys makeup, enjoys the creativity of it. With Venus, you can see the light and the shadow, in which you could have somebody participating in the same act and ritual, but there are two intentions, there are two frequencies that are differentiating underneath. This is what we need with Venus. We need these duplicates. Therefore, Venus also has duality in it. We need a partnership. More often we would see Venus as a reflectivity. We need somebody to reflect us. It's then we can actually differentiate through the art of Venus. And this is why art itself is very much so appreciated in Venus. Venus enjoys creativity and it enjoys its art and others' art. There is a pleasure and a dopamine effect to embodying art that allows us to elevate beyond our animalistic versions of ourselves. Venus rules over our levels of domestication, coming together and elevating to go beyond. We need others when it comes to Venus, and this is why Venus is the peacemaker. All of these concepts are truly under the Venus principle. But the thing is that when we operate in life, we quite often struggle with certain areas of these concepts. Sometimes we truly just want to be independent and single, which is very much so true for certain Venus placements, like Venus in fire signs. And some of us are also fearful of relationships, untrusting of relationships. So the intention here is to help those who are dealing with those struggles. This course is perfectly crafted for you. This is not a class to bring the pride of the people who are already materializing in life. This class has been crafted to help people who are truly spiritually endowed and are conflicted and confused when it comes to the material world. It is through the art of Venus that you can come to terms, come to peace with this part of our experience in life. And this class will help you to evolve into actualizing and realizing how you can be spiritual in a material world and successfully reflect success in both aspects of yourself. This is Venus is Your Price, and I'm very excited to bring you this course. Let's begin with Module 1. In every module, you'll be able to go through the coursework and then be assigned a project that will help elevate and bring it to life. Through this project, you will be asked to stretch beyond what you are comfortable with, to yes, follow the rules, but then to report back and discover with your own creative tastes, eyes, and sovereignty what you would keep, what you would leave behind, and what would you craft for your personal enjoyment. I also invite you to join in the members section, because this is where you can give feedback to others and participate with others who are going through the same thing. So let's get started with Venus is Your Price.